Hey everybody, it's Jeremy.
And Jason.
You're Jason today. And we're back with more Final Fantasy IX, episode 18, 18. Alright. We're on a brief mission. We're, oh man.
You learned
more
skills.
shit.
Yeah, I know. Kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Alright, you. You know what we need to do? Take Gadget and
Hey,
Gordon
yeah, give me
out
that
of the
front
fucking
row.
back. Yeah.
Gordon wants to stab things with a fork.
Gotta get that fork stabbings going. That caught me. Oh, but who was it?
Reeswind. Oh yeah, Reeswind. I forgot about that. It's regen on the party.
Yeah, it only lasts for like 2 seconds though.
Yeah. Honestly, I should like count the number of ticks, regen ticks we get. We can find out if it's even worth doing. Can I not use my mithril fork?
You're working on High Tide still.
Oh, cool. So I got a really cool weapon that I can't equip because I'm in the middle of learning something.
Oh, not true. Yeah.
Never mind. So it doesn't even have a... I mean, it's High Tide, whatever.
I mean, wouldn't you...
250 for a High Tide?
It's like a big deal.
But for Queena?
Yeah.
You know her trance is just now she can eat things when it's below 50 instead of 25.
Yeah, but it makes getting the stuff faster.
Right,
you,
but
you
the
complained
combat-
about that. So now, do you not want it?
Yeah, yes. I already told you I don't like it, but I still conform to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Give the nut. Yay, Phoenix Pinion.
The pinion was the unique thing for this disc.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right? Oh, right.
It's the worst Phoenix. It's the not as good Phoenix down.
Is that what the pinion is?
Yeah, the pinion is you can only use it in combat.
Oh, gotcha.
The down can be used outside of combat. Sweet.
I remember fighting these guys here.
Rack.
Well then. Oh damn!
And stab.
Bigby's hurt over here. Ow. Almost got you. Best watch out, son. Shit. Already fucking.
All right, so there's no more blue magic to learn till Clara. Wait, one of the things I can learn is auto life, like life 3.
Yeah.
There's got to be a catch.
Why? Blue magic has always been very powerful. It's just typically people don't do it because they don't know where to get shit.
Buttload of MP. Just like Mighty Guard's catches, it only lasts for like a little bit. Do not entice me. You are a snake lady.
And?
Dang. What is going on? I'm hitting the button. I wasn't focused. I was looking at blue magic.
I was looking at blue magic. What are you doing over here, Odie boy? You keep looking at me weird. Uh-oh.
Now you're gonna have to hit the enemy, right? Well,
At least I tried to hit the enemy this time. I could just go back to stealing, actually. If you're gonna talk shit, I'm not gonna hit.
We need Mug.
Probably. You could just Blazara everything in existence.
Blech. Come on, give me that big dick damage.
Oh yeah?
Roll high on that damage. Come on, Queena. Here we go. Whoop. Should automatically work on Zidane since he's such a little horny toad.
Well, I mean, it did work, so... Ooh, yawning a whole bunch, Odie boy. Yawning so much, sir. Huh?
Careful.
Huh?
I hear that yawns are contagious even interspecies.
Huh? You yawning so much, sir?
Because he's got to get his 16 hours in.
Guess that's fair.
Go, Gadget.
Go Gadget, go Gadget, go. Go Gadget, go Gadget, go. Go. Oh wow. Did not expect to kill that with a BB. Stick kill. Hell yeah.
Hation. Ooh, big yawn.
Nice. We can use
Wait,
that on our
you
way
can
back.
get a second bell from him?
Apparently.
So in his dying breath, he gave you a bell, but was holding on to one.
Apparently.
Why didn't you be like, please, take these 2 bells?
I do not know. Don't ask me.
Do I have any, like... I have Aqua Breath.
They're dead.
Never mind.
This is what you look like, Odie. Y'all can't see the face that he makes.
Yeah. Funny, Rachel's cat has a cat tree, and the house that you can go with, that it goes in and sleeps, has a ball on the end of a string, and he was asleep in there, and I just took the little ball and put it into the doorway, and he looked at me like, the fuck is this? What is this you have set before me?
How fucking dare you?
He's affronted.
On over here. Because we've got a mission.
And frogs to catch.
That's the mission, is frogs.
Oh, that's not a mission.
We're here for frogs.
We're here for that's it? We're actually just here for frogs?
Well, we needed to go turn the Kupo nut in.
So you're like, might as well?
Might as well go get some frogs, yeah. Basically.
That's an axolotl.
You're an axolotl.
I mean, axolotls are cool.
I didn't say they weren't, Jay. Why are you assuming?
But you said it like as if it were an insult.
And?
That's it. There's no and. Period. End statement.
I don't know about all that. Sounds sus. Sounding sus, Jay. Why are you being so sus? Ooh, Blazara learned. Nice. We can swap over to New Rod. Who dis? Time to learn some... Ooh, shit. What we want?
Ooh. What was the other spell that went with fire? Sleep. You had to choose between sleep and poison. I think poison probably has a better chance to land, simply because, and I'll also have night.
You have, if there's anybody coming up that we're like, oh yeah, we really need this thing for this thing.
Well, and I wonder what level 3 spell cost. Because if it's 50, I guess it's going to be 75 then, because it went 25, 50. Or maybe I'll go 25, 50, 100. Who knows? I'm sure plenty of people do.
I don't think it matters what we're gonna get. I think it's gonna take such a long time to get anywhere that we might as well just we'll have it all by that point.
It doesn't matter.
Basically.
There's no gold frog?
There isn't always.
Wait, the frogs are two-tone, or like there's a lighter color frog.
They're tadpoles.
No. I see the tadpoles. Wait, oh, never mind. No? Yeah. No, they're jumping. There's definitely two. I think it's like an adolescent frog versus an adult frog.
I think you're correct.
See, baby frog. Like, I don't know. What does the guide say about baby frogs?
Oh, fucking clue.
The male. I mean, at this point, I think you just at least will be able to catch all the adult frogs. Unless all the adolescent frogs somehow
happen to be
the same gender.
That would be super unfortunate. Oh wait, frog.
Get out of my way, frog. I'm trying to catch frogs.
Trying to catch big frog, not little frog. I wonder if it matters.
Final Fantasy IX. Baby frog.
Fuck. Fuck. I mean, it counted as a frog captured.
So, the frog counter stops. So 99 is max frogs, but the counter keeps going. And apparently it maxes out at 32,767.
What? The fuck?
Is there any reason not to catch a baby frog?
Like
answer. Potentially. That baby will help fill the pond faster in the future, either by growing into half of a mating pair, or that's a weird way to say male or female, or by growing into half of a mating pair and a golden frog. Therefore, you need more frogs in the long term than in the short. So basically, a baby frog can potentially become a golden frog.
Sure. Alright. We're just gonna leave. We got 2 frogs.
Therefore, if you need more frogs in the long term than the short, then leave the baby frogs. Especially leave the baby if you don't have a golden frog active somewhere in the world.
Well, we had a golden frog, but then it disappeared.
Well, then leave the bebes. That is how the frog do.
That is how the frog do. I use. I don't think I can use Guy Shell Greens outside of a track. Ah, there's some tracks.
That is every
Sorry,
time. You had even gone into the menu to select greens.
Yep. Sometimes it do be that way.
Yeah. The fucking ukulele. Yep, the ukulele xylophone combination's a good. It's a good theme.
What's up, my man? Time to play.
Quay, 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 quay.
Nice.
Hey, Peak 7! Honestly, the Beak levels should increase the radius of a successful find.
I agree.
It does not, though.
It's just so frustrating. I feel like I'm like...
So here's the thing that I think's happening, right? When you're facing left and you hit it, and you know it's closer to the right, and you go to the right, the thing is, here's the head, right? Here's the head, here's the body. You pivot like this, and then there's a bunch of area here that you just skipped when you turn.
Yeah.
So you can, because of the way the movement works, you could potentially just be circling an item.
Yeah, which sucks, right? Like it's pretty pinpoint where the beak hits, whereas it should be like it's the size, it's like the size of a dime, where it should be the size of a nickel type scenario,
Right. Honestly, I think this minigame would be a lot better if instead of riding a chocobo, they just give you a pointer. So you can put the point right where you want to dig. Oh. Nope.
Yeah, bonus. Woo.
Nice. Oh. Yep. No. This
I
is
also
frustrating.
think you just get Quay in too big of an area.
Yeah.
You get the Triple H in way too big of an area. That should be way smaller of a space.
I guarantee you the 2 or 3 times I've ever played this game, I've never put more than 5 minutes in this minigame.
Well, here's the thing. I actually am... The only reason I'm doing this is I want the... Huh?
You want the chocographs, right?
Yeah, I want the chocographs. I don't give a shit about the rest of this stuff. I just want the chocographs. But we're not getting any.
Yeah, I never did chocographs because of this shit.
Like, I feel like you should be... It should be more... guaranteed to get chocographs. Over here. Wow, it was. You're about to stop. What? Chocographs!
Da, da, da.
Motherfucker. Had it right at the end and it wasn't even a fucking thing I cared about. Hey, yay.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes it do be that way.
Sometimes. Sometimes? It's like a fucking all the time on this game.
The way you have to try to get the beak where you want it. Knew it! I knew it!
Where in this space? Like, how's it gonna give me a triple H here, but also like a triple H right over this direction? Like, it's too big a spot. Give me the chocographs. Ugh. Okay, see, I thought I had something there initially. I thought I had, okay, what we'll try to do is rather than turning, I'll just go in a straight line and I'll try to do the tut, 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 and then I'll move up and then tut, 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 you know? But I'll try to, like, approach it systematically, but that does not seem to matter, because I feel like I went over that spot 3 times and never found anything. Ugh. Ass game.
So it's just random chance.
It
if you
really
get a graph.
feels like shit. Unless there's something that changes later on in the game that allows you, like we were talking about, like a larger correct radius or something, then I don't see how this ever becomes fun or really, like, interesting. Oh my goodness. Whoop, there it is. Got it that time. Someone out there in the world must know the secret to this fucking game. Just want a chocograph.
Number of games played, 20 out of 20? Oh my god.
Try one more time to get a chocograph. I'm not even gonna find anything this time. Oh. Found it. Oh my god. This is so deep. The graph! That was worth 8 points, though.
I was certain. I was so sure. Did you hear the confidence in the how elated I was that we finally? It's like there's only one thing that can be that deep.
I had the same thought as you did. Oh, come on, game. What the fuck? See, this is frustrating. It feels like I hit every little fucking spot there. I wish it left something. You know what? That's what I wish. I wish it left a little hole in the ground, right? To show where
so
you
you
had
know that-
fucking been before.
That would be nice.
And
That would-
then
that would-
each time you find something, all the holes reset. Gone. Right?
They should make it where you can't even hit confirm on a spot you've already dug.
I'm fine if you fuck up and you miss, whatever. I don't care.
Oh,
but
come on. You're going to fuck up and miss all the time because the
Sure,
controls are weird.
but at least I wouldn't be like, I thought I dug here, I thought I dug here, I thought I dug here, over and over and over again. Right? I would be able to specifically see, no, I do not have a little hole right here. You know, done. I don't know what anointment is, though.
Anointment?
Yeah. Yes, mama. Why are you scared?
Watch news for an hour.
You watch spoopy movie?
Mom's
Why you do that? Why you do that? You know that's a bad idea? Oh, it's anointments. What are these? They cure trouble. I need some anointments for Casey right now. It's trouble. She... fell because of freaking scary movies. The back of your head is fun to play with. You shaved the back of her head.
Yeah.
So it's all like
I know
spiky.
I know what that feels like when I fresh
Yeah,
cut.
the back of your head looks like Jay's head.
Well, no, mine's much longer than that now.
What? Okay. Play more Chocobo Hot and Cold.
The
Although I don't
best.
think I have much of this left in me. Like, I was really hopeful that we'd get like
a grab soon.
graph, yeah. But it just
How to grind Choco graphs. Is there any trick to digging up Choco graphs?
another anointment.
All right. Here's what one random person on the internet says. Just keep doing it. There's always a large gap between the first and second chocograph for me, but after that they come along fairly regularly.
That was an 80 depth one.
Might have been. It might have been Jeremy. My only suggestion is to find the hot spots or specific places where the items show up and dig once near each of those spots for every item. Yes, they are randomly placed, but they only show up in certain locations. So you can be certain that if you dig near that location, you'll find it there. So it looks like it's not like, see, there's like, what would you say, like 200 possible places you can dig over this entire map?
Sure.
But apparently there's not that many. There's like maybe like, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw a number that like 20 possible places an item can spawn.
Look, if there's a fucking
I'll have to see if there's
an image out there that's like, here are the 30 places you can actually dig.
I'm looking.
I'll fucking have that shit up on the side and be like, let's go. But that has not seemed to be the case. It has seemed to be truly fucking like all over the place. I was there so many times. Found a high potion.
So, when you get Quay, like with that's capped. Okay, so no, never mind. Well, I'm not wasting my time on this. It's just like what I did with freaking Tetramaster. Why am I learning all this fucking information about?
Because here's the thing with Tetramaster, it was a rabbit hole, but you learned and then you came back with information, and now we generally kick ass at Tetramaster.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, it was a rabbit hole, but it bore fruit.
See if you talk at length game. Eventually, you should receive the items. Receiving items. Let's search. Wait a minute. NPCs will talk to you at length about the game. Eventually, you should receive a Panjana wildgrass item and some key items. A prairie chocograph and a bush chocograph. You get a coastal chocograph after successfully digging in any bush chocograph areas 7 times. Dune chocograph after successfully digging in any prairie chocograph area 7 times. Jungle chocograph after digging in coastal chocograph area 10 times. It's this. There is pieces of gear that you can equip that make playing this minigame easier.
Yeah.
Black racing silks make it so that your jackpot chance, which I mean like the really deep items, increase. Like the chance of that happening increases. And white racing silks, which endurance +1, I don't know what that means.
When do we get those?
Find out.
Quay? 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 Like, it's so frustrating. I hate this minigame too. There are a couple of things that I feel like could have honestly made this mini. I really do think that idea of the showing a hole where you have Doug would have made this minigame just fine. Either that or just increasing the fucking radius on it being a correct dig. Like, it is so freaking frustratingly specific on, oh, you dug real close, but not right on it. Get some super good items. Yeah, there's Robe of Lords is the top item, and then a Protect Ring is also one of the top items, so they're definitely good items. I don't know that they're worth this, right? It's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. But really, the reason I'm doing this right now is I don't even care about the Robe of Lords or anything like that. Yeah, no. I don't care about trying to get to the exchange points. And even if I did, I wouldn't do that now, right? I would do that later because you get more points in like the Chocobo Lagoon and things like that, right? It's easier to get points there. So I wouldn't even worry about it until then. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get some of the damn Chocographs. Because there are Chocographs that we could dig up right now to get various items and things like that, but we're just not getting any freaking Chocographs. We've been playing this for a while, and we got, I think, 1 or 2 Chocographs ever. Oh my god, I bitch until we get a Chocograph. Chocograph achieved. That's all I cared about. Complain and, well, look, a broken clock is right twice. I've been complaining for 20 minutes, so, you know, it's not exactly a complaint in thou shalt receive, it's just...
That's the 4-point system. That's some additional tips. Picking a new point, trying for a 45-degree angle. What the? When picking a new points, try to aim for a 45-degree angle to each side of the line drawn beneath or between your last 2 points. A common mistake is to wildly pick points that are more than 90 degrees to one side. If a message seems confusing, stop and think. If your first dig was Quay, the second one were ... What was it? Well, I read this wiki and I got nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Andon Beach, Coldfield. I can't remember. I think Coldfield's actually one of the ones that we could get and get. Okay, so you read that the length between 1 and 2 is rough. Well, I just got a new one, so let's try a couple more and see if we suddenly...
How many Chocographs can we get out of like one area?
A whole bunch. We can actually already get like 10. We just can't find them on the map because we can't get to the points on the map. But we can get the graphs. If I'm remembering correctly. Like, I'm not looking at the walkthrough right now or anything. So, I don't know. I could be wrong, but...
Chocograph piece. Oh, that's right. You can also get Chocograph pieces.
Yeah. Got another Chocograph.
Wow. Maybe there's something to that guy.
Thanks, I hate it.
What are the chances that that dude mentioned that and he was wrong and that was just chance? That was just
Well, I will say
coincidence.
this. That actually wasn't the one we got tonight wasn't our second one, it was our third one. We didn't have a big gap between our first and second one. We had a big gap between our second and third one.
Okay, so it was coincidence.
Maybe. But the first one that you find, I think, is basically a part of the minigame. So maybe he means there's a gap between the first one that you can find outside of the tutorial.
Maybe the game's still afoot.
You know, so who knows?
I hate this minigame.
So do
I am glad I am not playing it.
I do think I am getting better at it, because I think I'm just... The more you fucking play it, the more you're just like... You get used to like, okay, check here, okay, check here, okay, check here.
I
But...
played Flash games on Newgrounds better than this minigame.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there are some... There are masterpieces on Newgrounds. What are you talking about?
Wow, that was deep.
5,000 gil.
That's not bad.
That's okay.
I mean, we rich, so let's...
I mean, 5,000 is still nice. Ah, fuck. Fuck. It's way down here. Ugh.
Ba, 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 da, ba.
I'm gonna make it to the 10,000 before I make it to the fucking all the Chocographs. God damn it. Should definitely not be the case. Okay, where the fuck was it this time?
Right here.
Uh-huh. I think I'm beginning... I don't know that this is true, but... Wow. The fuck? I wanted to say I was thinking I was beginning to understand more, but I don't know that that's the case. I think maybe it's not just... I feel like the quays aren't necessarily centered on where you're digging, but where the chocobo is. Could have sworn I dug there already, but okay.
Chocograph.
I'm telling you.
I think that dude might be right.
I think that, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not checked out. I just spent 15 minutes reading a wiki that basically gave me no information on what has got to be one of the dumbest mini games in all of Final Fantasy.
Big agree. And
But the
let's
thing
be
is,
honest,
get
Final Fantasy
bullshit
does have a lot of
Chocograph.
dumb minigames. Yeah. Here's the thing, you can only get one Chocograph per dig, so when we get a Chocograph in a dig, after that I'm basically like, I don't give a shit.
Underwater soccer is pretty bad, dude.
No. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. I have very fond memories of Blitzball. Actually, I really do. I actually enjoyed, and I know Jay, you're not a sports ball person, but I actually enjoyed managing my team and training people up and getting better at the game. Like, I actually had a fun time with Blitzball. Really did.
Well,
I think
mentioning 10 makes me think about 10-2, and I just want to point out that we talk about how bad Tetramaster is to Triple Triad, but might I remind you, for you may have forgotten, as most people have, Spear Break, the stupidest coin game, 3x3, it's like 4x4, 3x3 coin game in 10-2, which was among some of the worst offending minigames.
I actually don't remember Sphere Break at all.
Or like what was her name? Like Monta Black or whatever, the back rubbing minigame. Oh, that one was bad too. That was also 10-2. That was 10-2 was the gift that would not stop giving. And
Dude,
I hate it.
since we found that first Chocograph tonight, it's been a Chocograph basically every other dig.
It's unfair to me that 10-2 had such a cool battle system.
Right?
Unfair.
It is. It is unfair that 10-2 actually had a really, really fun battle system. Very, very, very good for how meh of a game it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the job
would,
system is basically what Jay and I are talking about with the battle system.
The dress sphere system where you can, like, it's so funny because like 13 was like, what if we did swapping jobs on the fly, but we did it worse? We did it way worse. Like, being able to swap your character's jobs on the fly and you be able to equip on that character different, like, cards that had different, like, patterns that you could place jobs somewhere on the pattern, and it's not like you just picked a job from a list. You actually had to, like, plot out how you could swap jobs. And that was really cool. Especially, and if you, like, I can't remember, it's been so long since I played, but I know that if you manage to, like, I don't know if it was, like, hit every job in a single fight, you get access to, like, a super job.
Oh, right.
turn.
Yeah. You have kind of like a super mode. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was all a time-based system that was, like, really cool.
Yeah.
Damn it, why couldn't that have been in a good game? Dang.
That being said, I would still play 10-2, right?
I can't.
Because I don't find it super offending to my senses. Not constantly, though, at least. Wow. Fucking lucky there.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, I enjoy 10-2. You just gotta ignore the story in the story-driven role-playing game.
I mean, people do that plenty. Like, speedrunners who play...
Call of Duty is great if you ignore all the shooting.
No. You bullshit. There are plenty of games that you play.
Need for Speed. I just have to, like, tune out all the driving.
Absolutely lies and slander, Jay, and you know it. There are plenty of games that you play that are role-playing games or like or Metroid-style games, right?
Yeah,
where
but Metroidvanias, they're like core mechanic isn't the biggest driving factor isn't the story.
I think
it's
that
up
that's a
there,
misnomer.
sure,
I
but-
honestly no. Bullshit, dude. Absolutely horseshit. You tell me, honest to goodness, you make a comparison, right? That's a crutch. I think that's a lie to say that RPGs, the core mechanic is the story and everything else can go to shit. Versus like a Metroidvania saying that, oh no, the gameplay is the core mechanic and everything else can go to shit. Take a game like Hollow Knight, for example, right? Like, and say that story doesn't matter. Versus,
there are examples.
versus, no, shush, let me finish. Versus saying, like, take a game like Final Fantasy Tactics and say the gameplay in Tactics doesn't matter, all that matters is the story. Both Tactics and Hollow Knight are great games, right? They both have good stories and they both have good gameplay. Gameplay is essential to every game. It doesn't matter what type of game it is. You don't get to look at JRPG or RPGs in general. You don't get to look at RPGs and go, this RPG is it. Yeah, fuck this RPG because it doesn't have a good story. There are plenty of RPGs that we like to play.
Of Metroidvanias.
No, there are plenty of RPGs that we like to play. That's a bullshit response, and you know it.
It's true though.
That's a bullshit response,
Like,
and you know it.
There are even like the founding fathers, like Metroid Fusion. I don't have a fucking story. Metroid.
All right.
Dread
Okay, you want to
came
talk founding fathers? Final Fantasy 1 has a shite story. Final Fantasy 2 has a shite story. 3 has a shite story. You don't even get decent-ish stories until you get to like 4 and 5.
Final Fantasy would have like time travel and shit. It was so cool.
It's the okay. The amount of text in that game is like 40 pages.
It's still better than Final Fantasy X-2. What's your point?
No, that's horseshit. That is a lie. that is just spite talking at this point, sir. Funny, but spite.
I've gotta kill chaos.
The same.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Still, yeah, absolutely, still a better love story. Wow.
No, Gagazet from 10-2, yeah. Yeah, I will tell you that's not it's just I keep getting like these scenes. I like these like flashes of 10-2 in my mind. There was a scene. I'm trying to remember what it was, what the context was. They were in their airship thinking about where they needed to go next, and there was like they were trying to figure out these 2 words, and it was like a big hint to where they needed to go. And the 2, it wasn't even words; they were like parts of words. It was key and mon. They're like, Keymon? What does Keymon mean? And they sat there talking about it for all. They're like, monkey? And I'm like, oh, why? Yeah, that's what it was. It was Riku who was like, Keymon. It's like, why do you wound me?
Here's the thing, though. Yes, that is dumb. However, and I'm not gonna specify anything here, but there are probably a dozen anime that we could chat about that you adore, that you'd be like, you would see that type of dumb shit in that anime all the time, and you'd be like, I love it here, just not in your 10-2.
All right, I got it backwards. It was Yuna who was the freaking idiot, and the Riku who had to correct her.
Yeah, not in my Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy has to be super well written. I don't know where we got off on this concept of like Final Fantasy is like an epitome for good writing in video games because I don't know that it ever really has been. There are a few examples, but it is not the norm.
Well, anything like, especially from the series that brought us the story that was Final Fantasy VIII. It's a fever dream at best.
The fever trip.
Fever dream, LSD trip. I fucking take your pick.
Oh my god. You
The
and
music
Frail.
of a failing mind within the throes of death.
I don't disagree, right? Like, I don't hate 8, but it is off the wall as fuck. And it's trying to be edgy and interesting and interconnected. Yeah,
Sean knows
basically,
what's up.
you two are the same person at this point, in my mind, Frail.
Now
Like-
Jerry's getting mad.
Like, I'm not mad. Not at all. No, I think it's funny how similar your opinions are on some things, but then so
Squall is-
vehemently opposed on others.
The Squall is dead theory almost makes that story tolerable. Almost.
The older you've gotten, the more you like 12. I hate 12. I hate 12.
I hate.
I want
They
to
try
like
to-
12.
I hate Vaughn and Pinello.
That's those things like that are the reasons why I hate 12.
Like
I
the
I
main
probably need
character
to
is
play it
Ash
again.
Or Balthair. Like, who the fuck is Vaughn and why is he even here at all at any point during the game?
Yep.
He has no reason to. He's the insert character. That's it.
He's you.
You don't even need him.
Yep. Agreed. I
Like-
probably need to play 12 again.
I will
Because
say
I
don't
never really
play
gave it the-
international
Huh?
version that has the job classes built in, because it sucks. It sucks. I was super excited because I was like, oh yeah, because that big problem with like everybody pretty much does the same thing because you go through the.
I don't
the-
know. I
the
do think
life
I
world the
honestly
same
think
way.
Vaughn is pretty offensive. Like Vaughn annoys the shit out of me.
But yeah. The problem with the Zodiac version is that you pigeonhole somebody into a job, and you won't have access to that job's core mechanics till like the end of the game.
I
Like,
didn't say it was more offensive than Titus. I think they are as offensive. And here's the thing, though. I will say this. I don't like Titus or Titus, whichever, right? I don't like him, but I at least think he has more personality than fucking Vaughn does.
Yuna actually says his name, voice acted out in 10-2, and she says Titus.
Yeah.
Not Titus, the man from the water. Tide. No, it's Titus.
That's fine. I don't argue.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna staunchly sit here in this chair and say it's dumb as fuck.
You'd rather have someone be bland than annoying? I mean, that's fair.
Oh god. My wife is currently playing Abyss right now. She actually had me get the PS2 emulator up on her computer. She's playing it right now. And yeah, I'll come by every now and then and be like, man, Luke sucks. Would somebody just slap the shit out of him, please? Just give him a backhander. He needs a backhander. Yeah, it's gonna be fun when we get to that game.
Actually.
Poke out the Moogle's eye. Oh god!
Give me my fucking Chocograph, Moogle!
I'm blind, Kupo!
Did I not dig there like 37 times?
So is it where the beak hits, or is it where your shadow is?
I don't have a fucking clue at this point. I've stopped trying to guess. I just fucking go in the circles. Because every time I think I have a theory, I'm clearly wrong. All right, let me check.
How do we know we have them all?
Huh? I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check.
You got a list?
Well, I have yeah. Say that.
But I mean, while we're talking about shitty characters, I mean, like, we're talking to like Final Fantasy X, we don't like Tidus, or Final Fantasy, 12, we don't like Bonner Pinello. But here's the problem: at least in those games, we don't like the minority of characters. And I'm not saying we as in us, but for me personally, in 13, I hated all the characters. Every single character failed. Oh, I guess the only character that didn't somehow piss me off was Fang. Fang was the only character that wasn't not terrible, and maybe Saz. The rest, I hated with a bloody passion.
Yeah.
Like, I hated lightning. I hated snow. I hate how snow and lightning hated each other. Sarah! Oh,
Big oof.
oh. And Vanille and Hope. Oh yeah, that's right. Not to mention that Hope also hated snow. Sarah, I don't think she had enough brain cells to even understand why she was even there at any point in the story. The only person that had a shred of like what is it that I felt anything was Saz and his younger son, like, or his child, like, and that's only the whenever it's not. I'm the funny guy with the afro and the chocobo in his hair.
Yeah. I feel like they could have done more with this character.
It like, and I love how at no point they tried to resolve things, like by the end of the game, Hope didn't hate Snow as much, but Snow and Lightning still were just at each other's throats till the end of the game. And at the end of the game, oh nice. At the end of the game, something happened to them that was supposed to be irrevocably like bad, like they turned into Fal'Cie and they are gonna, like, there's no recovering from it. But they did through the power of friendship because they loved each other so much. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. You don't get to play that card. You can't play that card. They hate each other.
No, they
hate each other. They hate each other almost as much as I hate them. You don't get to play the friendship wins. The friendship is magic card. Not in this game. No.
My huge gripe with 13 is they just drop you into 13 and just start throwing around lingo like the C and Fal'Cie and Pulse, and you're like, what the fuck does any of this mean?
Yep.
I absolutely hated the first time I fucking tried playing 13. I've tried playing 13 multiple times, never made it all the way through. The first time I tried playing 13, where they gave me the fucking index with all of the backstory, and I was like, this is not how you write a, and this isn't an RPG, bitch, right? This isn't how you make a game. No, that's not what I'm saying. This isn't how you write any story, whether that's a TV show, a game, a novel, a movie, a fucking whatever. That is not how you write. You don't go, we have a lot of weird terminology and backstory to set up the actual focus of this story. How do we get the viewer or the player in this fucking particular instance to know what all of this means? Well, let's just give them a fucking like index of information, and they can just read through all of it at their leisure, and then they'll understand all the terminology, right? No, That's not how you fucking do shit. You introduce things through the setting and the dialogue between characters. Fuck nuts. It's the worst, laziest piece of shit writing in existence, and it makes me mad. Real mad, because I do shit like this for a fucking living, and I hate it. Anyways.
Like, I could literally go on the rest of the night talking about reasons I hate 13. It's just...
I probably could not go that long.
Oh, no. Nah, that like, the friendship is magic thing is just one of many.
Okay, so specifically, I'm trying to find numero dos, because we can pick up. We already got this one.
Yeah, we
right?
opened that one. We got,
and we can get numero dos right now. We can also get I think this one too. On our way back where we're going.
Okay.
But of course, this is the one we keep not getting. So that's fucking frustrating. That's going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.